This is a quick lesson on how to make your paper planet. Before we begin, I wanted to review a couple of terms that you will need to be familiar with to help you. The first term is radius. Definition of radius is it's from the center point of a circle to the edge. And then the bottom is diameter. That is from one side of the circle to the other side of the circle, crossing through the center point. Want to make sure you're familiar with those two words. Okay. Basically, in a nutshell, we will be creating a scale model of the 8 planets in our solar system. We will be able to make comparisons of how big the planets are in relationship to each other, and then we will be positioning the planets distance-wise and kind of see how close are the planets to each other in relationship to other planets. Okay, I know the camera is a little wobbly. I'm trying to hold the camera and talk at the same time, so I apologize for all the wobbles that you will be experiencing. The document that you will need, and I'm going to put the camera down for just a second here, will be found in Haiku, and it's the same document that we have looked at numerous times. But when you arrow ahead and get down to the 3rd page of the document, that's the page that you will need to create your paper planet. Okay, and I've kind of split it into 2 sections: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. The directions for those 4 inner planets is you are to draw a complete circle for those 4 planets, and out to the side it tells you which color to use. For Mercury, you will be using gray construction paper. Venus will be white construction paper. Earth blue. Mars red. Those will be regular size construction paper is what you will need. Then down at the bottom, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune are 4 outer planets. The directions change a little bit. For those 4, since they are considerably larger planets, you will only be drawing a semicircle, not an entire circle for those 4 planets. Also for these 4, you will not use construction paper, but you will need to have the big butcher paper like we use to cover the bulletin boards. So red for Jupiter, yellow for Saturn, green for Uranus, and blue for Neptune. The dimensions that you see here is the radius, not diameter. That is the radius of those planets that we will use to create our paper planets. Okay, so kind of keep that in mind as well. I'm going to kind of walk to the back of the room now. And the back of the room is the piles of the papers that we will be using. You can see the butcher paper kind of all wound up. And also in that pile somewhere is single pieces of construction paper, and I will try to get it a little bit more organized for class. Okay, so let me kind of put the camera back down over here. Okay, let's first talk about Jupiter. So Jupiter, we are using red paper, and the radius is 56 centimeters. Okay. And that is for the radius, and we are only drawing a semicircle. So for our 4 outer planets, once again, it's only a semicircle. Probably the easiest way to do this would be grab a meter stick to help with measurements. Meter sticks are along the counter over by the microwave. You will also need some string, and string will be on the back table as well, and you're going to need a pair of scissors. Okay, first thing, you need 56 centimeters of string for Jupiter, and I would not cut that exactly to 56 centimeters. I would put my string down on the meter stick, and I would actually go just a little bit past 56 centimeters. I'm actually going to go maybe like 66 centimeters just to kind of make it a little bit longer. So I'm going to kind of go past it. I'm going to grab a pencil, one, but it just rolls somewhere. Let me grab one. Okay. Once you have your pencil, you are going to Let me cut the string here real quick. Okay. You're going to tie the string around your pencil, kind of knot it up real good so it stays put. Okay. And you will then need to remeasure from the pencil to the end of the string, making sure it is the distance that is specified in that haiku document. So for Jupiter, it's 56 centimeters. So measure. If it's not correct, then you might need to trim some off or somehow fix it. So I'm going to pretend that this is the actual measurement that I need. Then I'm going to get my piece of paper out and I'm going to look for, find that center point of the paper on the edge. Just kind of eyeball it. You do not have to measure it out. Just kind of look for that center point. And I'm going to put that string, the end of the string that is not tied to the pencil, on the edge of the piece of paper in that center. I'm going to pretend it's shorter. Actually, let me cut it. This is hard to see on the camera. Okay. I'm going to pretend this is the correct length. And I'm just going to take it, and I'm just going to kind of use it like that. It's kind of like my own makeshift protractor that I've created using string and a pencil. So then I will draw my half circle. I will grab a pair of scissors, cut it out, throw the scrap part away. On that half circle, your semicircle, write your planet name really big. Put your name on it as well and all of your group members' names on it. And then we will collect those in a designated place. So that's pretty simple to do your semicircle. Let me find some construction paper. Okay, for the 4 inner planets of Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, remember the 4, those are when you're going to need just a single piece of construction paper. Okay, ideally, if we had a protractor, that would be the easiest way to make a circle, but we can kind of make shift here without protractors, no big deal. I would go to the center of the piece of paper, and I would just make a dot. Okay, that will be the center of my circle. Then I will find a ruler. Let me grab one. And I'm going to do one for Earth because it's pretty simple here. The radius for Earth is 5 centimeters. And honestly, for Earth, I should have blue paper, but just pretend it's blue, okay? And I'm just going to use my ruler. Make sure you are on the centimeter side of the ruler, not the inches. This top is centimeters. That's inches. Science, we use centimeters. And I'm going to measure out from that center point 5 centimeters. I'm going to put a dot. I'm going to kind of mark this up a little bit, and I'll hold it to the camera, and I'll show you what I did. Okay, so from here to here, that's 5 centimeters. From here to here, that's 5 centimeters. From here to here, that's 5 centimeters, and here from here to here is 5 centimeters. So I've just kind of made a cross, and then I'll just kind of, does not have to be perfect for what we're doing. Then I'm going to connect all those marks to make a makeshift circle, and then I will cut it out, put the planet name on it, put the group members' names on it, and then you will have your paper planet complete. Okay, hopefully that helps. If you get confused at any time, you might watch the video again. If you're still confused, then raise your hand and I will definitely come to you. So, see you later.